Today's Ask Anthony, I'm following up on a story I brought you last week. Several parents have emailed me about All Florida Safety Institute. The statewide driving school has locations here in Jacksonville, Ponte Vedra, Fleming Island, and St. Augustine. The parents who emailed me said they paid hundreds of dollars, some more than $1,000, in order for their children to get driving lessons. The problem is they say the driving school took the money and they got nothing in return.
I'm pretty mad. It takes a lot for me to get mad. So I'm frustrated with the lack of communication, and I just feel like I've been scammed, and it's very frustrating.
So that's Keith and Cammie Fulmer, some parents you just heard from there. And after their story aired, former employees of All Florida Safety Institute started calling and emailing me too. The employees say customers aren't getting the services promised because some workers are not getting a paycheck. The employees you're about to hear from have asked to remain anonymous.
Some of those parents pay thousands of dollars. Some of them pay $2,000. I've taken a payment for $5,000.
This former employee of All Florida Safety Institute says she worked for the driving school for about a year, scheduling students and working in the call center.
The parents that are buying these services, they're not getting the services rendered because there's nobody there to render the services.
Parents I spoke with say the instructors are not showing up to their scheduled appointments, and this former employee says there's a reason why.
Drivers are not showing up because they haven't been paid. They're owed like 2 months of pay.
A parent I spoke with says an instructor called them and told them the same information. Another former employee messaged me last week and told me she's still waiting on her final paycheck.
So how many weeks have you gone without a paycheck?
4 weeks, about 4 weeks, maybe longer.
All Florida Safety Institute posted a lengthy statement on Facebook this week saying 2 hurricanes created a situation they were not prepared for and was accompanied by a nearly 2-week shortage of any revenue.
I've always felt bad for scheduling students when things like this happened, and I feel like the main reason why the company is failing is because their motto says one thing but their actions say another.
I spoke with Executive Director Mark Allen, who says current employees will be paid and it was never the organization's intention to scam anyone. He says All Florida Safety Institute is reorganizing under Chapter 11 bankruptcy and plans to start a fresh set of scheduling in March.
My main concern is the students. I want them to get what they paid for in the correct way.
And parents, if you would like to read the full statement from All Florida Safety Institute, including ways you can get a refund, you can go to their Facebook site for All Florida Safety Institute. I'm also going to post it on this story on our website, firstcoastnews.com, and in the First Coast News app. I'm going to get to that soon. Also, I did hear from one parent today, just before the newscast. They said that they were able to get their child their final lessons so their child could get their driver's license. They said their instructor did finally call them back and get everything taken care of. So that's some positive news to hear tonight. Remember, if you have a problem you just can't solve, you can always email me at askanthony@firstcoastnews.com.